仮面ライダーバトライド創生.
Hello everybody, welcome to Kamen Rider Battride Genesis. Now the one thing you're going to notice really quickly about this game, it's in Japanese. That is because this is a Japan-only game, because it's a Japan-only television series that it's based off of. Now if you're wondering, just as a quick aside, how I'm able to play a Japanese game, whether I'm using a modded system or just a straight-up Japanese PS4, I'm releasing a companion video to explain the whole scenario. But the short story is, it works, and it's awesome. A quick explanation about Kamen Rider, if you don't know. It's a sort of a... It airs alongside Super Sentai, aka Power Rangers in Japan. And it's a superhero show. It's a tokusatsu show, which translates as special effects. In short, it's a live-action special effects show that's been ongoing since 1970 whatever. 71, I think. I'm totally wrong about that. I'm going to correct myself right now, when it first aired. And it's ongoing to this day. Consider it like Japan's Doctor Who. Now, you're probably noticing that while the menus are in Japanese, I've actually translated each menu item for you on the side here, and I'm going to be doing that ongoing. I've talked enough. Enough intro. We're moving on. Ignore this. Now, I'm not going to translate everything. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, and it would be too strenuous editing-wise to try to do all of it. But I've read synopses for the story, and I'll try to explain it as best I can. And speaking of which, as we are introduced to each different rider, I'm going to explain their little backstories, in the hopes that you'll become curious to learn more about them and watch the show for yourself. Because it's just plain cool. Okay, here we go, controls. Square is attack, circle special, triangle is special, and all sorts of cool stuff. Say hello to Kamen Rider Ghost! Holy crap! Now, Ghost is the current series that is airing right now. To give you a quick breakdown of the story, the main character, spoiler alert, dies in the first episode by monster attack. He is given the chance to be reborn because he had died at the hands of these weirdo ghost monsters. But he would only have 90 some odd days to collect all of the icons in order to restore his body. Icons are the sort of collectible toy for this particular show. You can see me changing forms on occasion through my combo attacks. The different icons confer different powers. So just as a quick demonstration, I'll let these guys chat it out for a minute. But this is Ghost. This is my base form. So, yeah, barrier's disappearing. So if I hit attack, triangle, I do a quick special attack of my base form. If I hit attack, then triangle, I use Musashi. Miyamoto, that is, who uses two swords. If I hit attack, then triangle, Edison, electric gun powers. Attack, triangle, Isaac Newton, attract and repel powers, gravity powers in short. Triangle, oh, same thing again. Robin Hood. Maybe not strictly a historical character, but a literary one in any case. So if you haven't cottoned on, yeah, the basic premise of how to play this game is to just kill the wave after wave of enemy bad guys. So as I was saying, he has to collect all of the heroic icons, and when he does, he can make a wish. This is Den-O, who I will explain in greater detail later. But his shtick is time travel, so consider him like a Time Lord. He's exempt from changes in the timeline. And as such, he is my only possibility for a teammate right now. And I'll explain more to that effect later. For now, We got bad guys to smite. So, Takeru, the main character of Ghost, was killed. He has to collect the icons in order to restore his body. Oof. And as I've stated, the icons confer different abilities on him. Pretty cool stuff. So the toy collectability, as you can imagine, is pretty high. You get the belt itself that he's wearing, and then you collect all the different icons. That's it. You know what? Time for the ultimate attack. Billy the Kid, Benkei, Edison, Robin Hood, Musashi, Beethoven, Newton, and finally Tokan Boost. Now they're all toasted, and while I've used that, I get like a quick attack speed upgrade. Oh, better punch good use. Aha. These wave after wave of enemy minions that I've been fighting are from a variety of the series. They're the minions, essentially, from all the different incarnations of Kamen Rider. These are Kurokage soldiers from Kamen Rider Gaim. And yeah, they appear in great numbers, but they really don't stand a chance against the genuine article. Oh. It wouldn't be Kamen Rider unless you had something to ride. Excuse me, boys. There we go. Ooh. Speaking of Kamen Rider Gaim, more explanation on that series when I get to it, but the equipment is all sort of padlock and fruit themed, which maybe doesn't make a lot of sense, but like I said, I'll explain it a little bit better once I get to that. Whip. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, they're not so tough. Haha! My one regret about how Kamen Rider Ghost plays in this game is that I can't freely switch between those icons. So, like, I can't use Musashi for him, I can't use Robin Hood for him freely. I can only use it as part of a combo. But that's not a huge detriment to the character in the game. Aha. This game uses a leveling system, of course. Because I'm at level 1 or level 0 or whatever, my combos are pretty basic, but as you might imagine, as I level up, your combos become more elaborate and I can use more and more icons. Oh boy. Again from Kamen Rider Gaim, that's the Suika seed, lock seed, also known as the watermelon seed. So, boss characters are slightly unique in that they are, well, they look different, they're huge, and they've got combos that you gotta be careful for. But you have to beat them with a finishing move. You can reduce them down to like 1% health with any amount of normal moves, but you have to finish them off using a finishing move, which makes a lot of sense, I think. Oh. I thought he was gonna do something. This guy doesn't seem to have a lot of survival instinct. This guy must be new to the job. Okay, there we go. So I've dealt enough damage. Now I can finish him. Whoop. Oh, come on. Conveniently, the bad guy's slow. Ooh, you. He knows my game now. Alright, here we go. The enemies slow down to let you do your finishing move. Here we go. Boom. So that's the basics of the game. In short, is kill wave after wave of enemies, and then beat the boss character. The real fun comes from the fact that it says something like, it has over 50 possible characters to choose from the entirety of Kamen Rider history, which is a first for this game series, because usually it's restricted to the most recent 10 or 12 or so characters. Like you can see, Denno is weakened severely, but here comes his train to sweep us away, his time-traveling train. It's a train in this, in Doctor Who it's a phone booth, so it's really not all that unusual. At least a train is meant to go places. Again, I'm not going to translate some of this incidental text because, like I said, I'll explain the story in greater detail as we go. Which I will do in the next episode, actually. I wanted to save this episode as a quick introduction. I wanted to tell you about Ghost, which is the ongoing storyline. There's all his little icons. And sort of introduce you to the format. So I'm going to do it mission by mission. I'm going to translate menu items so that you could play yourself if you wanted to. And as for actually playing it, like I said, I'm releasing a companion video, which you will find in the description, that will explain how on earth I am playing a Japanese game. Yeah, here's some incidental text. So from what I've gleaned about the story, I'll try to vaguely interpret what they're saying. That's Momotaros. He possesses Denno to grant him sword skills. So they're just having a conversation right now. That's what Denno looks like without one of those monsters possessing him. That's his platform, which is, of course, a train pun. There's Kintaros, gives him axe powers. Urataros gives him staff powers. And Ryutaros gives him gun powers. So I think they're explaining... Actually, I'll explain the story right now. So the basis is that all Kamen Riders have disappeared for a yet unknown reason. Ghost is the only one left, and he's wondering why. He knows who he is, but he has no real understanding of who all of these monsters are, what's going on, anything. Den-O shows up, whom, as I have explained, is exempt to changes in the timeline, and I'll get into greater detail about him when I'm unlocking his character. And states that all of the Kamen Riders from the past have been erased from history. So it falls on us to go into the past and find them and help them using these tickets. And so our first mission is to go back in time to just 2014 and rescue Kamen Rider Drive. And that'll be our next episode.